Good morning from Northside. It's Pastor Tony with our timeless words and timely wisdom for the week of July 14th. We're taking a little break from story time. We've got a group of kids and moms, ladies down there telling a story and doing an activity. So we're taking a little break from that to do our timeless words and timely wisdom. So um, these words come from the book of James, and I ran across them as I was preparing for my sermon on Sunday. We talked last week about the good news of Jesus Christ and the true story of the Bible and the true story of God's love for us and His pursuit of us and His desire to bring us all back together after we people caused this split years ago after God made such a beautiful, perfect creation. So I told the first half of the story last week. We're going to tell the rest of the story this week. So if you want to catch up, you can go to Facebook and catch up, or YouTube. But anyway, one of the things we're going to talk about this week is where we fall short and how the good news of Christ overcomes our own shortcomings and the things kind of we've put in God's way to having our best relationship with Him. James, and maybe one of the worst things about us that contributes to hell, to sin, is our tongue and the way that we talk to others, the way that we speak to others. James was very, very, very straightforward about this in his book, in his letter. James chapter 3 says, he says, take ships as an example. They are large and driven by strong winds, yet they are steered by a very small rudder wherever the pilot wants to go. And then he says, likewise, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. And then he says, consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. The tongue also is a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole body, sets the whole course of one's life on fire, and is itself set on fire by hell. Wow. James really had some strong opinions about how we speak to others and how our tongue, even though it's a small part of who we are, has an oversized influence on our relationships with others. And so that kind of resonates with me, because from time to time I'll get someone say, it's not maybe what you say, but it's how you say it. It's the tone. You need to watch your tone. And I'll admit to that, that sometimes just the way that I express myself can hurt people. But I want you to think about today your relationships with others and how the things you say, how your tongue sometimes gets us in trouble. Even if maybe we don't think we're getting in trouble. But, we all have our opinions, and we all in our relationships think that we need to elevate our own opinion above others. And that's okay to advocate for your own opinion, but we also need to respect others and express, our opinions and our feelings in a way that doesn't hurt them. If we can at all, if we can do that at all. So that really sticks with me today. And as we talk about the good news of Christ, one of the things that we learn is that this notion of sin and hell that James writes about that come from our tongue, we can kind of expand that to realize that hell is a separation from God, and our tongue and the things we say and the harm that it does to other relationships, the harm that it does to us, the harm that it does to God, can cause a separation between not only us and God, but us and other people. And so I would encourage you today, maybe read that chapter in James chapter 3. And as you think about the trajectory of your life and your relationships, how can you moderate or better control the things that you say, so that if you love somebody, when you're speaking to them, they don't hear things that hurt them. But even if there's a disagreement, even if there's some kind of conflict, that they still feel and know your love. And that's good news, because God, he hates that. He just really doesn't like that part of us. And the good news is that God is working to take that out of us, out of the world, and restore his world to what he made it to be when he created it. That's what the last few pages of the Bible actually tells us, is that in the end of all things, God will restore the earth to its perfect form. And part of that is that the notion of hell and sin will be cast out and will be no more. So that's good news. That's great news for all of us. And if we accept Christ, we're on a path to find that even now, if we really want to seek it. So there's a few words for you, hopefully timely words, and I hope they might mean something for you. You know, Jeff and I came out here because we just had some more work done. We're doing some good things here at Northside. We've just had our parking lot. All right, we're back. Apparently Jeff almost fell and that kind of cut off our video, but you know, that's all right. Life is real here at Northside. So even on these videos, we were just saying that, you know, we're making some capital improvements. We've had the parking lot sealed, and we've just done some things inside. But you know what's really important for you to know is God is at work here doing a new thing in people's hearts, and we have new ministries, we have new people coming to Northside, and all in the cause of Jesus Christ. And we invite you to come and join us as these new things happen. God might have a role for you here to help make some new things happen as we spread the good news of Jesus at Northside. And so I'll close with that. And just remember, we welcome you to come. We'd love to meet you and see you, and come to Northside where Jesus is easily found. Have a great week, guys.